Did you know that the applause of man does not impress God that much? Hello, I'm Clarence. I'm the preacher. What does impress God? Well, I'm here to look into that question, and we're going to answer that question starting right now. Now, the thing that impresses God is spiritual values, of course. He is looking for people who have high moral values, people who are willing to make obedience the way of their life, sacrificial obedience, if you would. It all gets back to Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 13, where he says it is the whole duty of man to fear God and keep his commandments. That is what makes God smile. That is what makes him go, hey, that's a pretty good disciple there. When he looked at Job, it was the integrity of Job that made Job so impressive. And that is the same thing that will make you and I impressive. And the interesting thing here is, anyone can do it. This is not something that is just set off for an elite few somewhere on the side. Anyone can open up the Word of God, read through the Word of God, and decide to do the Word of God. It's a choice. That's all it is. And people who fail to impress God simply chose not to impress God. And unfortunately, a lot of them chose the vain applause of the world, which is just a total waste of time. So what I'm going to tell you to do is when you're looking for how to evaluate your life and how to judge how you're doing, completely forget earthly values. Look, you brought nothing in, you're taking nothing out. This is just a vapor, and when this generation's gone, no one's really going to care whether you lived or died or what you did. I mean, so few people are really remembered by the following generations. Here's my basic rule. I'm going to be remembered by my immediate friends and family, by my immediate children and grandchildren. Now, possibly on to my great-grandchildren, that's about it. And after we get through that little cycle, we are no longer relevant in any way. We're not even a just happy memory in anyone's mind. It's over, it's done. And if we didn't please God, well, we kind of blew our opportunity. Now, obviously, not many people live this way. This is really a crazy idea from a worldly point of view. It scares people to death. And we simply want to get out there and be the example. We want to be the change that we'd like to see in the world. And of course, it always starts with yourself. We don't go out there and change other people until we have truly changed and made those changes in our own heart. Then we're just going to be the example. When you get the opportunity to speak, you're going to speak. You're going to talk and teach when you get the opportunity. But when you don't have the opportunity to talk, you always have the opportunity to be the good example. You always have the opportunity to let your light shine. And usually that's going to say a whole lot more than your words say, especially if your example doesn't match up with your words. Now you're really in trouble. If you're living one way, not so good, and trying to teach people over here how to live the godly way, but you're not even trying, who's going to listen to you, right? So that deep quality, that thing that really makes a difference, is something that's way on the inside, and it's really, really tough. I mean, this is a serious value. Let me use this analogy. Think of the Navy SEALs. They are not the absolute strongest people on the planet. There are people stronger than them. Now, don't get me wrong, they're strong. But what really sets the Navy SEALs off is that inner toughness. They have a value system that they adhere to and they hold to their training, and they will not break from it. And it is that integrity, that consistency, that makes them one of the toughest special forces on the planet. Now, if you can understand the principle of that, then you get the idea of what we're saying. You don't have to be the greatest, grandest, most applauded person on the planet. You just have to know what your inner values are, the Bible, I hope, and hold to those and refuse to break from them. You will not even drift away, as Hebrews 2:1 would say. You're going to stay the course. Now, when you have that kind of toughness, now you're getting on the Job level, and you're going to make some difference. Now, you might not change the world, I get that, but you're really going to make a difference in this world, and ultimately God is going to be pleased and give you a home in heaven. Hey, put your comments below, share your thoughts, ask your questions if you'd like. Share this video if you think it might help somebody. And as always, I hope you have a great day.